Hello there, you wonderful humans. How are you all doing? I hope you're doing fine. Hope you're having fun. It's been a while. And I'm only going to be doing a short one today. I know. Awful, isn't it? How hard but done by are we all? It's true. So, yeah, I hope things have been going well. I hope you've all been having endless amounts of fun. Yeah, today we're going to wrap up the little Star Trek adventure that we had going a little while ago. And yeah, that'll be it. Wrap that up. Maybe set out for what we're going to do next. But I guess where have I been? What have I been doing? Mostly been miserable about work. That's mostly what I've been doing. You know how it goes sometimes. Anyway, trying to get back on the hobby horse, get back to it, get back on the grind. Because I enjoy it, being here and doing the things and all the what's not. And I got some stuff going on later on today. But I'm running for. I think I might be running something, or we might just be prepping something. I don't know. A lot of my games are very last minute. Like, folks drop out, and it's like, what are we ever going to do? And it's like, Dungeon Slime, do you want to run something? And I'm like, sure. And that suits me, really. I mean, I think a lot of people might complain about that, but I have a problem with focusing on only one thing for a prolonged period of time. I really need to get back to doing some cyberpunk. I think the problem is that I didn't enjoy the flow of the one that we did last time, and so I've not got back around to it. And I was going to do Cities Without Number. I think that's what it's called. The new cyberpunk setting from the dudes who do Stars Without Number and Worlds Without Number. So clearly it is Cities Without Number, because they do like a free version, a free beer version of that setting, and I thought that could be fun. But one other thing that I don't think I've shown you this yet so far, so I'm going to show it to you now. Camo capture main, yeah. So I got the physical book of the Mythic Gemulator. So one thing I have been considering, with, as you'll notice, all of the Star Trek detritus around here that I have shown before, is using the Mythic GM emulator to run it instead of Captain's Log. Don't know how I feel about that. Not sure. Another thing that I was looking at recently was what's it called? Fading Suns. But again, I was looking at Lancer as well. There are so many games that we want to play. We're going to have a good time, people. We're going to have a good time. We're going to do lots of games, lots of opportunities. And as noted, the primary reason for doing this online is that I'm really rubbish at journaling and I don't really enjoy it very much. Whereas I find if I can just talk it out on here, it goes quite well. But anyway, this is the old granddaddy of the solo engines. Something else that I should probably get. So I've got some basically what you do is you take a normal book, and the way one of these engines work, right? Not so much the engine, but one of the things that you can do to get prompts is randomly flip through a book and pick a page, or roll dice and pick this page, and then roll a dice to pick the which paragraph you should go to. So you like, you go, how many pages of this book got? Okay, it's got like 200 pages. I'll roll a D200 of some sort. So like a D6, 1 to 3 is the first half. 1 to 3 is like 0 to 4 to 6 is for hundreds, right? 100 and X to 200. Yeah. Anyway, or yeah, you could just do the D6 for 100, whatever, it doesn't matter. And you'd go to that page, and then you'd roll the number to see which paragraph you're on, and then you'd read that paragraph, and that could be your prompt. The problem is, of course, nowadays I don't have very many actual physical books anymore, but I did get some. I got a few kind of. Who's it that does it? There's a. I can find out because I've got Drive-Thru RPG. There's a company that kind of a guy that cuts up the free books, right? Books that are out of copyright. So like I've got Triplanetary, and I've got there's a book that I didn't remember just how inappropriate it was for the modern world. I read it when I was very young, and it didn't occur to me how that's a book that's got takes. It's very dry now. The basic premise of Triplanetary and the Lensman might be fun, but yeah, that book's seen better eras. Anyway, right, with all that nonsense out of the way. Oh, I hadn't found out who the company was. If we just go Triplanetary, parts per million. So they do loads of solo stuff, of varying quality. But I'd never say don't get something from them. But a lot of us, once you've got one of their solo playbooks, you really kind of have all of them. So I've bought a few of their books, but the cut-ups are good, and I expect they'll do other stuff as well. Anyway, so yeah, that's that. I think other than tiny miniatures that I've painted badly, that's about it. So let's get into the game. Into the game we go. Into the game we go. There we go. Yeah, that mostly fits. Get my mouse back to where it's supposed to be. Yeah, that's probably fits a bit better. So, what was going on? Well, we had come to this planet. What's the planet called? Yes, the Hydra M22 system. We were performing a test by a potential Federation applicant, and they've requested our presence to ensure nothing untoward happens. The project's being led by Professor Huwazog. The species is the Alvidul. They are symmetrically spherical reptilian creatures with antennae and enhanced sense of smells and gills. They operate in an oligarchy. They mimicry for their backgrounds. So the first opening chapter of this went really badly. So Klingons turned up. They boarded the ship. They captured the ship and locked up the captain on the Klingon ship. But then the captain broke out. Captain Tamitha bravely broke out of her prison cell. She managed to get some weapons. The crew on the what's our ship called? This is the wrong bridge. We're on the Venture. We're not on the Endeavor. We want to get back onto Endeavor. There we go. Activate. Silly nonsense warning. It doesn't matter to me. Yeah. And yeah, so we'd captured the ship. We captured the Klingon ship, and we'd captured the we'd regained control of the Endeavor, right? That's kind of where we were at the end of the act, right? We take control of both the Endeavor and the D7. The Klingon, yeah, because we hailed the captain, the Klingon captain from his own ship, and informed him that we'll be taking our ship back. So open is updated. But there is a problem, which is the giant laser cannon is pointing at the planet and charging up its lasers, right? So what? Supplemental log. What is her surname? What's your surname, young lady? Probably middle-aged lady. Characters: Solo, O'Reilly. So Captain O'Reilly. Yeah, supplemental log. Captain O'Reilly. 1L, 1Y. Maybe. It's a long way away from me. I can't really see it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm blind as a bat. This is one of the things about slimes. Reily. Yeah, that's how we've spelled it anyway. I managed to wrestle control of both the Endeavor and the Klingon D7 cruiser. You're about to ready to find. We were ready to resolve the incident. We were ready to resolve the incident. However, just once we fought, everything was under control. The space weapon begins to power up. Power up while targeted at the main city. Right, that's where we are now. Scene 11. Open up. Lasers starting to gain power. It would be bad form if the laser was to blow up the settlement. So we need Captain's log open because I can't remember how any of it functions. Come to me, Captain's log. My computer's being really funny. Stop being funny, computer. I'm not into it. What? What on earth's going wrong with my computer? Task manager. Right, camera, fine. VTube Studio, fine. Not using up much memory. And only 50% of the CPU. There's no particular reason for this not to be working properly. Maybe it is. Probably not. But let's play it anyway. Weird. But I want Captain's log. There we go. 1.41. Shoe. Weird. I don't like it when my computer behaves weirdly, especially as it's new. Always worrying when your new computer starts behaving weirdly. Fit one full page. Right. So I guess the first thing we're going to need to do, now that we've got control of spaceships again, is scan the ship. Yes, that sounds about right. So I'm going to say that's probably a reason science roll. Yeah, reason science now. Reason science backed up by assisted by the US Endeavor, right? So I don't know if you do assists in thingy, but I like the assist system. Assist. Next. When your character takes tasks for Starship may assist in the following ways. If your character has no applicable focus, one of the Starship's talents would provide an advantage in this moment of the story. The talent becomes an applicable focus for the task if you roll equal to or below, roll on the blah 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 blah. Oh, that's it. That's the only way the ship can assist you. See, I think kind of I think that's all a bit. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Forget it. On we go. So yeah, I think we're gonna scan with science and reason. We don't get assists because of reasons. So let's just roll the dice. 2 dice in a pool. Yeah. Those are both failures, right? Yeah. But no complications. So we just don't. We're unable to scan through the super weapon's hull because, of course, you can't. Remember, a super weapon is designed to be a super weapon, so that it can defend the system from, Klingons. The sensors are unable to penetrate the ships, the super weapon, super lasers, outer hull. Cool, that sucks. Okay, next. Okay, so we're not able to scan the hull. Let's roll for... Where's the little table? I've lost my little tables. I've lost everything. You can tell it's been a little while since I've done it. All my logic, rationale, capability, and functionality has left my limited little brain. Oh right, no. We go to the bottom and go back up. That's it. Gotta love going to the bottom and coming back up. Yeah, narrate to a task. Roll the dice. So we determine the impact. So the impact back to that is that we don't know what's going on the ship. Narrate the outcome. We're unable to do it. We repeat until the mission finishes. So, well, we'll send an away team on a shuttle because we're not able to teleport over, of course, because we're unable to scan. So I presume any shielding that's able to prevent the scanners would also prevent the teleporters, because you can't get a lock on, you see. So the Captain O'Reilly, I just like my name, Tabitha. O'Reilly sends the first officer with a security detachment over to the ship, over to the super weapon via shuttle. So now the question is, does the shuttle reach the target safely and without problems? So I would say that is a I'd say that's probably somewhat improbable. Oh yeah, so it does reach it without problems. Very good. This is something we need to bear in mind when we play Mythic, is that the yes answer should be the active answer. So the yes answer should lead to more problems or things happening or excitement, right? So is the door trapped? Is it the active question? Is the door safe? Is the inactive? And the reason for that is that in Mythic, as the difficulty curve goes up, the likeliness of the answers being yes is increased. It's just worth bearing in mind. So I should remember that when asking questions. Also, generally good practice for running things like Fate and Powered by the Apocalypse, stuff like that. Okay, so this is why it hasn't changed since. So the shuttle arrives at the destination without incident. Now, at the same time, we've got to turn around to what's their name? Hubazog. We've got to turn around to Hubazog and ask, is there any defenses on the ship? What is there for us to be concerned about? So, are there defenses on the ship? On the super weapon? And I reckon this is probable, right? I reckon it's probable that there are defenses on the ship. So, probable. Yes, there are defenses on the ship. So yes, the super weapon. Ah, yes, the super weapon is protected by an array of defensive internal laser systems and shields to protect from invading forces. So you wouldn't want your own super laser to be used against you. So cool. There are things. This will make the actions on the ship more difficult. So how is the ship remotely controlled? So is it possible to control the super weapon from? How is the super weapon controlled? I mean, I guess it's being controlled from a station that's been set up inside of a small base, right? A small observation post, right? And we're going to be on here watching that happen. Ah, well, so the shuttle, we're controlling it from a observation post on the second moon of the planet, right? The super weapon is being controlled by an observation post on the second moon. Cool. And I guess the question then is, well, who's on the planet? My two assistants. Good. Can you get in touch with them? I've been unable to get in touch with them since the Klingons invaded so rudely invaded our ship. So with that, we're gonna leave the away team to board the ship, to try and board the super weapon with the knowledge that there are defensive systems, and we're gonna head to the second moon at full impulse. So we're going to exit this scene with this question. Do we arrive at the installation? Well, that's what we should do. Is we should do a control con. Where's the ship? There's the ship. We should do engines command. Engines con, in fact. 10s again. 50-50. Have we got a... no. 9-8. 2 successes. This is good. This gives us a... where's the... where's it gone? Where are we? There we are. Gives us a point of momentum. Cool. So we've got a point of momentum, and we arrive in good time at the observation post. So the scene. We arrive in good time at the observation post. Post and scene. Scene 12. So we arrived at the observation post. We will send down a security. We send down. All right. Well, hail the system. We say, and communications and science. That sounds like perform task. No. Roll dice. 10. 1 success. Okay. So, we radio through, and one of the assistants answers. Hello. How may we be of service? The assistant goes. And we go. Have you not? We need you to shut down the super weapon. It's have you not seen? It's going out of control. No, I can't say that I have seen it. Everything seems fine. Oh, we've lost control. Everything seems fine from here. All readings green. So we're gonna can we tell if the person is telling the truth? Insight command. So 2 successes. We determine there's something suspicious about the way this assistant is this one plus. There's something suspicious about how this assistant is acting. We detect something suspicious. Suspicious. They slip up. They slip up in their description. In the description of events. Now, here's a question: Can we catch them in their lie, and trick them into admitting that they are secret agents? I think this will require. It feels like it's going to be daring and probably con, because she'll be using her knowledge of procedures and processes and whatnot in order to sniff out whether or not he's being a little weasel. And with 2 successes, she's the head scientist is like, I cannot believe in one of the Alvidul would sell out sell out our entire species to the Klingons. This is outrageous. How could you do such a thing? You were one of my most trusted assistants. And the guy is like, ha 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 ha! You're such a fool. You were unable to understand the true magnitude of the situation. There's no other option but for us to submit our will to the Klingons, and then they will give me everything I desire. Ha 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 ha! And in much evil celebration and whatnot. He expresses his entertainment of the situation. No, we have uncovered a traitor, and they of course tell us their great plan. How they informed the Klingons that the experiment was going on, and all the statistics, all the details for the weapon, and all the rest of it. So, scene 13, a tactical squad lands, transports down to the surface and attempts to wrestle control of the base from the traitor. So with this, how likely do we think success is? Well, I think success is quite likely. I mean, we're not goofing around. We sent a whole little security team, so I think success is highly probable in this situation. Yes, with a 1, definitely yes. Again, it may have been wiser to go, did we fail the thing? And that'd be yes, and then that would lead to, more questions. The weapon stations are secured. Are the weapon stations still in one piece? Rollable tables. I think it is highly. Have a weapon system? Have the control systems been damaged? Right. So we ask it that way around, and I think that's highly probable that they have been damaged. So have they been damaged? Yes. Okay. They've been secured. But they have been damaged. We turn to the scientist to go, are you able to repair the systems, or somehow jury-rig our communication systems in order to do the same, send the same messages? We ask with some degree of desperation. Scene 14. So we're going to say scene. Even though we managed to successfully take control of the observation post, the machines are broken. So I guess the question here is: Are we able to mount a successful? Are we able to? Yeah. So we asked for Doctor. Does the Doctor think there's something that he can do? That they can do? Let's see. I think it's 50-50. Yes, there is something they can do. Okay. Yes. Yes. There is an approach they can take. However, someone will have to enter the Duridium corridor and realign the laser interfaces manually. So of course, the captain's she's gonna volunteer to do that because that's what makes things exciting, and she teleports down outside of the no, it's still C-14. She teleports outside of the transports, outside of these big Dura-Steel Plaz covered doors. They look a bit like an airlock, and she gets on the suit. So she's got a big old environmental protection suit on, and she heads in. She brought the suit with her, of course, because we remember these aliens are spherical with radial symmetry. They're just balls with antenna. And she heads in. Now, she is going to... It'll be control engineering. To try and realign these things. It's all red, of course, because it has to be. There's like a beep, 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 beep going on inside of a suit, warning her of the metaphasic polymorphic radiation that's all around her. Increasing temperature. And so what are we going to do here? I think we're going to do an extended task for challenge dice. I don't think Captain's Log uses challenge dice, but who cares? So do we? Let's roll this first. Let's see what happens. 2 successes. Wow. Okay. So she manages to realign the lasers. Realign the laser interfaces. Does she manage to do this without getting a dangerous dose of radiation? So does she get a dangerous dose of radiation? I think it's probable. No, wrong thing. Probable. She does get a dangerous dose of radiation. She is irradiated. Scene 15. So, does the scientist manage to regain control of the... Does the scientist regain control of the laser? 50-50? Yes, okay. The head scientist cheers when the laser begins to power down. Having learnt a valuable lesson about super weapons. The captain will use that point of momentum to deal with her radiation problem. Did I have a point of threat? Oh well. To deal with a radiation problem, she. Here's the question: do we take the D7 as a is she the kind of person to get the D7? Always expect the unexpected. We need to be eternally vigilant. We need eternal vigilance to maintain our values. I should remember that we can challenge. I don't know if we can do determination. Do we have determination, Captain's Log? Determination. No, is the answer to that question. We don't have determination, miss. Fine. Why is everything taking just like a moment too long? Very strange, very strange. So with that, I think she lets... And we're not at war with the Klingons right now. And we don't want to start a war with the Klingons right now. So we will disarm the ship's disruptors. And inform the captain. Did we give the Klingon captain a name? Did we give the Klingon captain a name? Did we give you a name? Have you got a name? Because if you do, we've got ourselves a recurring nemesis. Klingons. Tabitha. Tabitha beat the Klingons. Tabitha made the Klingons look silly. So we were yes and yes. So we just about managed to pull off a success here. But because we also started off with like all kinds of problems. So we lost lots of our crew at the start of the fight. The captain of the bird of prey demands an attempt to bluff. The captain fails. I don't think we do have a name for the captain. Klingon D7. Oh well, we need to know what this captain's called. So let's new window. Let's generate a captain. A Klingon captain. Klingon name generator. Klingon name Star Trek. Shotosdros. That sounds like a name. The notepad, and let's paste it into here so that it's not going to paste in a funny font. Solo. Shotosdros. Yeah. Cool. Captain. Klingon. Notes was humiliated by Captain O'Reilly at the skirmish of what was the planet called again? What's the system? At the system of... Oh, we'll probably go by the system of Alvidul. And, you love me, Captain O'Reilly. And she said, I look forward to future cultural exchanges with you, Captain. Bah! Patlaf, or whatever. And he leaves, very upset about the entire affair. And yeah, there we go. That's the end of episode 2, or episode 1. Cool. So that's the end of the episode. Happy days. So that means I've achieved what I was intending on doing today. It's not been very long, but sometimes short is good. Oh, this is so we're doing the Shackleton Expanse in our main game. I'm going to go back to the Endeavor. There we go. So possibly next time we play this, we might use Mythic instead of Captain's Log. We might use the full game instead of just the stripped down instructions, or we might not. Do we already have a adventure lined up that looks tasty and exciting? So that is I Am Become Death. Oh no, time travel episode. We all know what I think of time travel episodes. Awake My Iron Heart. Performing a routine mapping exercise in the Beta Quadrant in Sector 2117, Epsilon Beta Pi, when we detect anomalous readings that have led to the discovery of a Dyson sphere. I wonder what has happened here. Ah, yeah. Okay, this is cool. So we'll do this next time. So we've got a Dyson sphere, which is going to be cool. It's got an AI and everything. Ooh, exciting times. And with that, I'm going to sit down and think about what I'm going to think about this afternoon. Not this afternoon. Later on this evening. That's what I need to think about. So it's been a pleasure. Been good to be back, and hopefully see you next time. Maybe tomorrow. We'll see what we do. Bye.